illustration, right? I think this is one of the illustration that makes us as Africans, right, not make money because we get sucked up to the Western idea, right, of making money. That is very, very poor, right? Look at this, right? This guy says, if I invest 150,000, you know, I think we go for if, not the when, right? Investment, right? Obviously, when he's talking about investment in American terms, which seems to be, and the percentage is giving us of 10% sounds more American. As Africans, why do we invest in American companies? Why do we do that? Even Fortune 500 or whatever, why do we invest in those companies? Those companies are proper rip-off companies, especially for us Africans, right? You're in Britain, right? And you decide to invest in one of these companies, maybe Uber, Tesla, and all those. If you notice, most of these companies are loss-making companies. Tesla has never made profit. Uber has never made profit. The reason they do that is so that they don't pay you dividends for years. So most of these companies don't pay dividends for years because they'll be making loss. Amazon was making loss for years, just started making money now. So average investment is around 5,000. So let's say you invest 5,000 and they give you to you back at 10% returns. They'll give you around 10,000 after 10 years. That's the money you get back. I've not considered the compound effect. Why? Because the US treasurer would tax you. The UK will tax you for investing in the US. So there's a lot of tax, dividends, and whoever you are investing through will get some money anyway. So you're not going to get 10%. So if you invest $5,000 and in 10 years it's now 10,000, you have lost money. You have lost money. If you invest 5,000 at 10% returns, you're making $500 a year. Imagine you as an African, what are your options? If you invest in farming, in rural, small-scale farming, and you put $5,000 in Zimbabwe rural, you're going to make more than £500 profit. So those returns in the Americans give us are ridiculous. You probably get 50% return, that's minimum, and you are not even there. In Africa, if you buy land at $5,000 anywhere in Africa, after 10 years, that land will not be worth 10,000 US. It will be worth maybe 40,000. You're talking about the returns of maybe over 200%. So this is not good for us. I think as Africans, we should never invest in American companies, whether it's Fortune 500 or startups. People have made money with startups, which usually they don't. It's like gambling. You gamble on your money, then you might make more than 10%. That is, if you put on things like Bitcoins, crypto, and all that, or all your bank can be wiped. But while in Africa we have safe investments that guarantee more than 50% returns, but the only difference is we don't market them as much as the West do. Or the white people who knows about these markets, they go there and make ridiculous money. That's why you see in countries, mostly Southern Africa, you hardly see a poor white man, because every white man who comes to Africa make money, make profit. But we are trying to chase these profitless markets in the US because there's pride in saying I've got Tesla shares. But Tesla is a loss-making company. And by the time Tesla give you back your dividends, right, the owner of this Tesla will be extremely rich. Apple, for example, it has got more cash than the US government, but it was making loss all these years, not paying dividends.